Tak, zdravím u živého streamu z hry Wuthering. Takže prvně se asi vydáme vydáme to máme. Aktivovací sol třetí fází, aby jsme mohli ty postavy levelovat ještě výš. Nachází se to tady v Jinzhou. Tak, jdem tam. Dobře, že můžeme tak lítat už úplně všude. Takže nemusíme ztrácet čas tím ostatním. Je. Bednička na aktivaci a to je další bednička. A zrovna si testneme postavičku. Tohle jsem získal včera. Ještě tím, co musí splnit, aby se to umístil na tyhle. Něco objevují zase na stejných místech. Tady tyto věci. Tyto itemy. Protože já si myslím, že jsem už to používal, nebo to prostě dává odznova nějaký bedny. Jako je to možné, že jsou ty nějaký bedny úplně odznova. I když je pravda, že jsem párkrát viděl umístěný bedny, ale byl to přitom obyčejný min. Uvidíme. Už To není daleko. Tak tam asi dolítnem. Challenge fáze za 3. Jako nevím přesně, jaký jsou to levy. Jako, píšeme to, že mám nízký level asi. Tak si myslím, že to dáme takhle na to. Protože ona taky dokáže trochu léčit. Tak to vyzkoušíme, když tak se bude muset vylepšit postavy, aby jsme to zvládli. Tak uvidíme. Tak když byl vyšší level, tak jsem to zvládl bezproblémově. Jako, čekal jsem to asi mnohem delší nebo nějak těžší. Jako 80. 60 na 80 asi byla moc. No, tohle už mám za sebou. Jo, teď budeme pokračovat v tom příběhu, aby jsme si nějaké postavy zase mohli vybudovat. Ještě vám stačí to. Myslím si, že to bylo toto. Ne. Tak mám. Takže budeme pokračovat v příběhu. Teď má, jo, tady. Pak tu vidím, že tu mám dva vedlejší úkoly. Nevím, jak dlouho ještě ten příběh, než se ten další čas nebude trvat. Ale doufám, že ne moc dlouho. Mě než to rychlé cestování víc baví takhle lítat. Taky ti to umožňuje jako prohlédnout si všechno pod tebou. A tím můžeš si jako zjistit, asi jsi někde něco vynechal, nějakou truhličku, nebo prostě... Jo. Jako trochu by mě taky zajímalo, kdy tam asi zase bude. Nevím, proč jako v tom jejím útoku to znělo spíš jako zabití. Jasně, kdy ona má být liška, ne vy.
Didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
Look, it's just ahead. The Vale of Glory, where heroes are laid to rest.
Tak, jdeme. Jako kdybych ještě měl tu lopu, tak bych měl perfektní podle mě tým. Z toho příběhu, co víme, tak prostě nějak má, to jsem pochopil, jako, že má rozdělenou duši.
Whatever lies ahead must be the key to all of this. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cardathea, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it. Cardathea arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something cut her off. Aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Threnodian, which should be dead. But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Threnodian was never able to establish influence here. The Threnodian controls the mind of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunesi, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep. If the Vale of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there. Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena were signs of the Threnodian's corruption. Krylova once said, "The closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale."
To mě překvapilo, proč by mi jen tak celá ta hlava vysvětlovala, pomáhala, protože z toho jako nic jim nekáplo.
In this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey. If the Mia I see is under the Threnodian's control, does that mean securing the protagonist's role is key to its plan? When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Cardathea's frequency on her. Later, I also felt the Threnodian's presence. Did they cross paths? Could Lupa have forgotten? Did they meet without realizing it? Was Frolova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the Dark Tide? Or is she just another one of its victims?
Hey! Is something wrong? Is there something you need? Or something you want to say? I'm sorry. I don't recall crossing paths with Cardathea, but you could be right. I may have and just forgotten about it. past days, there have been moments when I feel lost, forgetting what I was doing a heartbeat ago. I don't know if it's the Threnodian's work, but if something is wrong and it's trying to twist my mind, you'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow warrior? You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, all for glory, fear no death. But sometimes, living takes more courage than dying.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior, just as you trust me.
It doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment to guide it where it must go.
No. Tak jdeme dál.
I hear cowering clay.
Nevím, kde to zase bude. Možná si mít. Ale až to možná bude, tak rozhodně nebudu chtít.
Spears and halberd embedded in the stone.
Protože tyhle typu útoku jsou přesně ty, které mi vyhovují.
This is Hercules' sword. You remember the waters of the upper city, right? You were looking for Cartathea. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on. Ages ago, the dark tide bore down on Reganese, and Septimont didn't escape.
Já se asi, že jo, spíš potkáme až někde ke konci.
Back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit discords. He died in that cursed tide, his strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back.
Boy?
In this land, intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons. then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing.
Vytáhnu.
It's coming from underground.
Nebo se dozvíme něco o Majtoru.
The frequency. The sentinel imperator. Just like Ragun, Septimon has its own genetic nexus. That's why it ceased. Power.
Nie, se dostanu jí. Protože ji musím zabít.
The tidal blight. It's an outgrowth of the dark tide itself. Why is it suddenly appearing like this?
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
Takže ven. Jo, už si vím, co tady bude nakonec. Jo. Tady budu muset něco přiseknout. Až to pozbírám. Jo, už to vidím. Tady je to. No. To je. Pořádně. Je to. To je jako průchod někam.
What's that sound? Come!
Tajné dveře. Jsem si to, že se to stane.
Lupa?
doesn't feel like the first time I've been here. Let's go.
Damn it. So what tell you, man?
There's no mistaking it now. It's Imperator's frequency.
Tak, na místečko. Si to...
Not just knowledge, stolen the sense of access too. Lupus' role in this story.
Teď jako nevím, jestli jako spíš to pokládala, nebo...
Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Tell me what I need to do.
Read the script. Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
To lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear, yet tremble before shame and failure. Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tower consumed her. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide. Swim, swim, wretched yet lovely fish. Dream deeply in my fiction, on the stage of a repeating tale, waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word. The cold in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter, the core will fall.
This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
A wrong note in the shifting score. O golden star full of mercy, pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I've chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
Už je v pořádku? To. Je dobře.
A dream. It's no dream.
Ano, to nebyl sen.
I'm not alone. The warrior put the hope of change in my hands. This feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage. The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Cartathea. I can't be in the real world. This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories. The story of the great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Cartathea came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count. The dark tide consumes Septimont, and that monstrous, half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this the Fraxidus plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins? A script. Yes, this Sonoro is like a book of plays. Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another. New pages keep appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in one story bleed through to the next. After Cartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the dark tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Cartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory. The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off. But that's not even its full form. I once searched for its true form with Cartathea. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters. I won't let your trust be misplaced.
Tak to dál.
The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide. The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud. It's the warrior. No, no time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this. In a past story, I came here with Cartothea.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
I feared as much. Then
Mm,
this
tamam, okay.
stop. Strange. I remember everything about Septimum, but I can't remember. Can't even remember my name.
Yapmak işte söyleme.
You didn't forget. Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, Cartothea. You saved me. But I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I heard tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands.
Son.
A dark tide sweeping the streets. The city was nothing but an empty shell.
That's right. My city is beautiful. When the autumn wind blew through the golden flats and wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Rinasita weep and bleed. I will drag whoever orchestrated this tragedy out of the shadows.
to you. No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me failed.
You mean?
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, you have a certain specialness. Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it. I returned to the world thanks to a certain person's help. I believe she will come here and reshape this twisted story.
Oh, must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet her and see how she does it.
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later. If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the pain, no matter the doubts, you must keep going. Just like how you wandered Septimus before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
All right, Garcia. I'll try my best. First, tell me, what is that person's name?
Close to that memory.
Tohle je podle mě nejlepší.
You're in the submerged. submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the silver records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only access it if we drain the water first.
Co po. Jeśli się podpowie, to nic nie wchodzi.
Cartathea must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus.
Aha, ja pociżył znowu.
Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories a fighting chance. That's why. I only regained my name after I met the warrior. During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monsters doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimonts once more. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake. What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago? After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimont mean to you? I remember the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's bell tower. Of course. The upkeep of these waters always falls under the Silver's jurisdiction. Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of glory. In Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the hunt, all gates and passages, many of the old routes are blocked. But I can try draining the water through the remaining ones.
Dalszy pościg skryptu. Odznaczyć. Byśmy to przydały po różne białe linki.
Covered in tidal blight. It has even fused into the joints. I'll need to clear this if I want to get it moving.
Ja co ze szczęsnym mowem. Nie mówię pniakę inaczej, ale tak sobie wiadomo, że ona super kopi. Oh,
To lift its sword and open the gates, you need to clear the arms too.
nějaká to je na fotbal. Se sochou. Musíme zachránit trochu. No, to nekončí. Za něčím bylo posedlý. Dobrý. Další kopí. Tak se neví. Další socha. A tohle odkryje jako co? Jo. To byla hezká celkem, když byla zřícená.
Need to check for more patrol units nearby.
Jak to má aktivovat? Jak jsme aktivovali tu schopnost takhle. Se mi líbí prostě jak má ty všude ten ocas. Takže za ně budou moc hratina v tom příběhu, protože tu postavu nemáme. A ty název... Ne, to je ten furt samej.
I hear cowering prey.
Tohle mám být ten šťastný lov. Zase ty oči. No. Možná se s tím přečíst, co vlastně ty oči znamenají. Já jsem tušil, že nějak vypustíme tu vodu.
The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths
Tady
of the
někde
mountains.
je... Tady? Ano, mapa se trochu změnila. Protože se s ním nemůžu dávat dál od toho příběhu. Tady někde je druhá, to je jako, že někde dole. Možná jsem... Když něco nám otevřelo. Nevím, jestli jsem právě půjdem. Ale spíš se zdá, že tu nic moc není. No, když to tu tak procházím, tak vypadá, že jsem to nakonec asi půjdeme. Nebo půjdeme jinam, už tam. Trochu se mi zdá, že ono běhá trochu až moc rychle. Takže mám hodně rychlý pohyby, ale po rychle se tak zase nehýbe. Vodnický komplex nějaký. To znamená, že tím pádem kterou hledáme, bude někde tady. A to více ještě tady bude.
The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
Co to bylo?
I've already pulled that body from the sea.
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know. Septimonte's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected. With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices. We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus's experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little
Some
laboratory's
fuck
existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special. If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate, using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You are absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest. Winning the Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin. And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
So Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished.
Dlatego, że ja już nie wiem, to już im dalszy dopół. Co z nim stało? Ten enema, który on sich parazyt. Spędźcie to zagrożenie, które jestem naproti mieszance. Niestety raczej albo to oko. Tu są przesiane, jeden ciele. Vezmeme to nazpátek, ale jo, to radši tady hezky pohlídnu.
Pretty good haul.
Tam jsme podle přišli, nebo ne? My jsme přišli odsud. No, odsud jsme přišli. Tam něco bylo, takže je dobrý. Tady nic. Tam to ani dál nevedlo. A co tady? Taky něco? Taky nic. To se
I
si
shall
potom...
have no one tarnish a victory's
No.
honor.
No, takže má všechno napsané. To je super. Tohle má zbraň. No, asi oni tady nejsou. Je další boj.
I hear cowering.
Jako kdybyste měli proti mě šanci. Další rána se otevřela. A to je co? Spíš to vypadá jako nějaké tvoje. Jako kdybych chtěl jít tento meč. Tak vypadá. No, tyhle, jako kdyby se před něčím uváněli.
This has the Faxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they would be dead. The irony. Septimontian aiding the enemy to build their dome in the heart of our city.
Takže zase muset být ten náhradání.
Fortress crumbles from within.
Ten medailon. Já jsem těšný, že něco, že za něčím bude, tak jo, no.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is, in its own way, remarkable. You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will host the Great Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea. Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself. I've already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan already awakened?
Only a fragment of it remains. I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling the Threnodian once sought to use me at a... Oh well, it all fit in the face of her futility to resist. Fascinating, isn't it? The Blessed Maiden single-handed a death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow.
I don't care for your taste, Christophora. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient... This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodian's lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge. Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark... Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten...
And what if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate. If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
Disgusting. To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
Oh, 15. Wuthering Wawe.
hiding there, huh? You get first dibs. I hear cowering predators.
Так, просто już podnoszę. Tak, wygląda to, że to zasobne nieco przesykawa. Jo, to tu zarosty będą przesykawa. Ale ja se tu kumknę, protože tu měla být někde druhé.
Pretty good haul.
Dobrý, takže by to už nic... No, už tu nic není. Teď pozbíráme ty helmy. Čas sekneme ty korále, nebo co to je. Tak, máme cestu volnou. Yeah.
Still lingering, Mia. A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Ani może. Nie, pani z morza.
Where are you going?
A vypadala špatně, než se s ním stalo.
To claim the title.
Co se s ním stalo?
Was that not your unfulfilled wish? That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory. But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator. You, Cartithia, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance?
Vyjádřil se.
business. They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten.
Temná života. Test.
We were raised by them. You will never.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better. Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
No. Viburnum. My flowers.
Az zmierzała.
Hush, it matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
To są všechno vzpomínky nebo něco takového. Takže si mám vybrat. Takže tam, podívám se si tím, co není. Tak to vypadá, že tu nic není.
It's a flower often given to gladiators. A symbol of victory.
Máme jít tam, ale... Jo, to jsme zase tady tím pádem. Na začátku... Dobrý. Něco zajímavého. Vypadá to, že nic. Musím se to být nějak... Vlastně si přidat. Jo, to je přivolání výtahu. Jak hluboký to až je. Co všechno chtěli schovat, že to je tak hluboký? Jak ten moment chtěli uchovat?
I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? like that anymore. The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but she treats everyone the same. She didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, she chose to trust me. Cartothea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you! Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city, Septimont. Built by the hands of the people, not the Sentinel and not the Drenodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. The people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadows. Mia, Cartothea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Rinasita. They belong to no gods but their own.
Nie, takové přijde, ale to mám rád.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance.
I believe in you. Warrior.
Další scéna.
eternal sun. I will slay you!
Tak wydaje Burnett. Tohle je už pořádný boj. Já už na chvilku dole. No, to jsou posluchačka. A tak, já ještě jednou omráčit a bude to hotovo.
Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Pitiful! Cry! Race to the finish! To face death with the crown of glory! By my will! Let this light burn in all its fury! To me, there is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
Ale Square to už není dlouho.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Oh, dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
Všichni jsou v bezpečí.
The Threnodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
Phew! Finally, I can stick my head out. Rover, are you okay?
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
Že se to taky dlouho neukázalo.
Wait, we're already in September? I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with the frequency, and then I just passed out. Wait, Carthia? And a girl I don't know?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a Tadar.
What happened while I was out?
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we?
Ne. Bude. Nejde terapie. Takže jsme tím pádem jako nějak předělali prostě ten děj, co se tam dělo. A tohle už je jako realita. Tady něco chybí. Tohle všechno jako byla fikce. No, asi to pomluvím první.
The event that brought forth the Dark Tide. It must have been my death. After that, the details of the story blur. It repeated so many times. It's hard to remember everything. All I remember is wandering the desolate city streets in a Septimont corrupted by the Dark Tide, unable to escape, until I met Cartathea. She saved me. But in that story, we couldn't fully resolve the source of the disaster. Then in another story, I encountered you, my fellow warrior. After we parted, I awoke in yet another story, in the Vale of Glory, where I finally saw the Threnodian's true form in the submerged aqueducts. It had taken control of Mia's corpse, and was using the Fraxidus Sonoro to grow its power. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to collapse. I passed through those crumbling pages to find you. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. My death. Well, I'll start from the very beginning. My journey to win the championship. I had failed to expose the family's match fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia and winning the title on my own, my memories became a blur. I was probably under some form of control. The last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Vale of Glory, pressing my spit. In the end, all of Septimont was swallowed by it. I'm not sure when all this started, but in those 3 days of the story where Cartathea didn't rescue me, I would always... Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Cartathea saved me. The me who had lost her role and her memories. We wandered the abandoned city of Septimon and pieced together that the Fraxidus and the Threnodian were the true architects of the chaos. Yet in the end, my role was claimed by the Threnodian. My body disappeared before Cartathea, but before I was lost to oblivion, Cartathea gave me a sliver of her free. I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold
Takže
nothing
jsme
back.
se jich ptali. Takže její cesta je vyhrát. Cesta vyhrát šampion a to další, co jsme se ptali, to, že jí ta Cartathea zachránila. Když ztratila prostě, nevím, jestli to jako znamená postavení nebo něco takového. Že jste teďka ještě vzpomínky.
Many years ago, Mia cast herself into the sea to escape the Threnodian's control. But Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the depths and handed it over to the Fraxidus. For years, they subjected her remains to twisted experiments. The Threnodian took control of Mia's corpse, turning it into a half-human, half-sea creature monstrosity. It formed an alliance with the Fraxidus. The last trace of Mia's reverberation was forced to be part. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. I'll return them to you now.
Jo, to je to zrcadlo, jak to ukazoval ty vzpomínky, nebo prostě něco takového.
Thinking of Mia still upsets me. Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body. I can't imagine her suffering.
When you defeated the Threnodian, you also set her free.
Yes. It was an honor to have that final battle with her.
Já ještě, že já si určitě čeká nějaký finální
Thanks to you
boj
and
tady.
Cartathea, I was able to rewrite the tragic ending of this story. Thank you, my fellow warrior, for believing in me.
A teď se to no.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, it was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this sonoro, which severed my contact with the outside world. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you my aid. I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control. Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? Lupa and I formed a few theories during our investigation, though they may not be entirely accurate. In this sonoro, where stories manifest as reality, roles define the identities of those within it. To lose your role is to to lose both your name and memory.
Aha, takže ztracení role je jako kdyby ztratil jméno a vzpomínky.
In truth, Mia has long since passed and does not truly exist here. It was Lupa, not Mia, who won the 3-day Aegon.
Jo, tak to bylo nějak vzpomínky nebo něco. Takže je to něco, že je nějaký, že to vyhrála Lupa, ty třídenní Agon. Něco je
I
to.
suspect the stories created by the playwright cannot stray too far from their original frameworks, a limitation of his resonance ability. This is why he erased Lupa's name, swapping her and Mia's identities. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? The central hub within the Veil of Glory was established by the Sentinel, and it appears no one had ever entered it before. Activating it requires 2 key conditions. Victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory through the Sentinel's mandate, and a trace of the Sentinel's frequency. The Threnodian set its sights on Mia for this very reason, which, in turn, brought its attention to Lupa. I struck a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story, but because I failed to prevent the corruption of the central hub earlier, it endured.
Drawing throughout this journey, I often saw the figures of Lupa and Mia overlap.
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa, hoping to use her to corrupt the hub. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous? Apart from the playwright, I also encountered 2 other Fraxidus leaders. One, a woman with a bandaged eye. The other, a man with scars across his face.
Jo, to mluví o té, jsem zapomněl jméno, Profia nebo nějak tak. A mou zvízvou na tváři to je Skara.
Surely they must be Frolova and
Tak prolohu.
Scar.
Prolohu.
How is Scar in Renacida?
Já chápu, mě to bylo. Ale dlouho se už tam neukázal. Takže že se ukázal tady.
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly. I saw them only briefly before they disappeared. I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. We must... Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous? The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont, but I fear this is far from over. There is something else. Perhaps due to the dark tide in the Sonoro, I can feel my balance shifting. The Threnodian's paw. Now that I think of it, this could very well be part of the Fraxidus.
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cardathia. They've been dealing with the Threnodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
The Black Shores. Is that where you're from? If it's a place you trust, then I will go. There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimal. I found something tidy there.
The central hub. Good timing.
To jsem si mohl nechat na těch 500 musím dát tady toto.
Something I need to handle in the Veil of Glory, too.
Good. Let's set off together.
Je celkem daleko. Ale asi tam doletíme. No, tak to nemá. Takže nemůžu. Z nějakého důvodu. Tak se tam teleportnu. Tak. A už můžeme. Flame of the Veil. Lomené srdce. Nevím, jestli takového by takový neznám.
I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, I came across this place. You remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes? For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories. For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimal.
The knowledge they would later forget.
It was a secret, one the Threnodian should never learn. The Sentinel moved it there for safekeeping. Within it, I found a special frequency. A part of it felt like yours. I believe it's what the Sentinel left for you, so I took it.
Huh?
It seems like a clue. The true secret they left for you is not here, but in that direction. You see, before I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont. The arena I destroyed has been restored, but in the people's hearts, it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus' power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the beginning. I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain power, but its true goal is the central hub. I believe it's...
That direction. It leads to the hunting grounds. The blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning Tacet discords.
The dark tide connects everything. cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. I'm afraid you must go there yourself. But the worst of the storm has passed. Let's take a moment to rest. Luca, will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont? I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blowing through golden flags and the sound of wind chimes.
Of course, it would be my honor. But before we go, there's something I need to do first.
Travel through a silver vein above the drifting
It's Mia's sword. I went through a lot to bring it back.
the stars reveal Septimont the real.
The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon.
Voices, skies unknown, tales carved into stone. The land ignites.
This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more.
Obsidian sea. Griffins carve.
But she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters. So, I think she would have wanted to rest here.
The grand ingress, Griffin's fortress.
It's beautiful. Our city. The city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments and all our hopes.
Co? No to já si vše, takže já už to tady ukončím. A děkuju, že jste se dívali. Dejte prosím like, odběr a můžete hodit nějaký koment. A třeba se zase uvidíme u nějakého živého vysílání. Děkuju.